aspects of pandemics, not just the COVID-19 pandemic, but also the antimicrobial resistant slow pandemic, which is actually going to hurt more of us as we go forward, simply because our bodies are not fighting off the superviruses. And of course, we are at war with inflation as a result of war with war. And if ever, therefore, there was a time, as you've heard from all who have spoken thus far and all who I'm sure will come, for us to act with a great sense of the urgency of now, it is now. We have been, as recent as this week, receiving stories in the news media of the acute droughts that are taking place, not just in North America, but in China and other parts of the world. We expect that this will all have an impact on the supply of food going into next year. It therefore means that our plans cannot only be the medium-term plans to substitute feed, which we must do, as Guyana is planning to do under the distinguished leadership of my brother, President Alleyne, by 2025, with corn and soya production being ramped up to scale. But in the interim, we don't have the luxury of that, because we have a population that is feeling the vagaries and the negative consequences of rampant inflation. But inflation is going to also reinforce the fact that the lack of access is going to be there because of these droughts. It is against that backdrop that in Guyana I spoke about the 6-week crops and the 12-week crops. And I speak today also about the 6-week livestock. None of us can avoid the reality that our people must eat. And the reality is that there are things that we can do and that we have done in our past to ensure survival. And we are there again. Whether it is rabbits or chickens, whether it is fishing, whether it is new forays, as we are doing in Barbados, into aquaculture, we have the responsibility for urgent action today. Since Guyana